Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Thai Talk with Dan, the channel where we share your Thailand stories. Now guys, today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I received lots and lots of emails from guys asking me for just advice in regards to a Thai woman they're talking to. And guys, I receive a hell of a lot of emails, so I don't always get a chance to reply back and respond to everyone, because the amount of emails I get with requests like this and messages also, it can get pretty frantic, guys. Now, this email in particular, I would like to share it with you. And I want to do this to give you guys an idea about what's really going on and the dilemmas that guys are getting into, and where you can see where they're on the fence about whether to go for it with this girl or not. Are these red flags that I'm seeing or not? And guys always seem to be fighting with themselves. They have that desire for that woman, and due to that desire being so strong, they're willing to ignore a hell of a lot of things. And later on down the line, as we know from the stories that get shared on the channel, things can turn out quite sour. So let me quickly share this email with all of you today. Hi Dan, I watch your show and I need some advice. I went to Thailand for some scuba diving and to Buriram for the MotoGP. I absolutely love the place and the girls. I'm 56, going through a divorce, so it's a familiar story for you. I've had a lot of fun with a few girls, but one in particular has got me big time. And I know I should get out, but I can't. She is a massage girl in Phuket. 34, no tattoos, doesn't drink, and she is very religious. I spent 4 days with her and she never asked for money, and she is the sweetest thing I have ever met. She says she is 2 years divorced and has no children. She goes home to Sakon Nakhon in a couple of weeks, and I said I would go there for 2 weeks, and I even booked tickets.
Stupid is, stupid does, sir.
However, I don't think I can go. I am not coping with the divorce, and I am very depressed and vulnerable and scared to go there alone. I think we know the answer, but she just won't stop texting and calling repeatedly every single day. I don't want to break her heart, or will I? But what should I do? I am also a bit of a soft touch, as you have probably worked out. Mark. So guys, if you've been watching quite a lot of the stories that I share on my channel, you'll notice that there are a lot of guys that are feeling lonely or going through a divorce or going through some kind of grief back in their own home countries, which means they're not feeling 100% themselves. And like this guy said, he feels vulnerable. So for him to come over to Thailand to meet a woman, to take him back to her village, imagine the carnage that is going to ensue when he gets here. It's mental, but if you've not been through it and you've not heard so much about it, it's hard to really get your head around how bad it can be. Because as a guy, and you're speaking to some woman online, all you're doing is you're seeing her pictures, you're seeing a video call, you're seeing her looking pretty, you're seeing her putting makeup on, you're seeing her, you know, propping herself up. So you're excited to see her, and you don't really concentrate too much about everything else that's gonna go on, which is very unfortunate. Now this woman knows that you are interested in her, and you've had conversation and talks about going to her province. So of course she's going to be calling and texting and making sure that it's a done deal, and you basically follow up on your word, and she's not going to stop until you tell her to stop. Now I want to try to simplify it for most guys that are interested in getting involved with a Thai woman, or you're currently speaking to a Thai woman now. For the most part, these women are looking at what you can provide for their future. They are looking at you as someone that is going to support and take care of them. If you speak to a woman that has got children, she is looking at you taking on her baggage, taking on all her problems and all the bills and all the issues that go with her and her family. You are not just getting involved with her, you're getting involved with her, her kids, and every other problem that she has. And more than likely, she has a lot. That's why she's basically putting herself out there, she's jumping online, and she's trying to speak to some kind of foreign man, because she has probably seen other Thai women get with other foreign guys and have the life of blooming Riley. So, if they're having it hard, yeah, life is tough, and all you've got to do is literally download an application with the phone that you're constantly always playing on anyway, and speak to the odd foreigner who might send you money and might come and visit you in your province. It's not much hard work, and you don't have anything to lose, and you have everything to gain. Now that's just one example, basically speaking about single mums, but let's imagine they don't have children. They'll be looking at you more than likely to set up a future, maybe set up a business, build a house on some land, buy designer gear and be looking good to family and friends. There will be an expense that comes with your new girlfriend. Now guys, if you are happy to pay for your new girlfriend and deal with all the problems, take on all the baggage, take on all the issues, help grow a business, help build a house and create a brand new life, and knowing that she is with you because of everything that you can provide to her and you're okay with that, then crack on. Because as long as your head is screwed on tight and you watch yourself as best as you can and you know the score, then it's entirely up to you what you do. Now, when I basically give a little bit of advice in the stories that I share, I mainly give that advice to guys that believe that their Thai woman is with them because they really love them. It's not about money. It's not about what that man can provide. It's just sheerly on a connection and love. And guys, if you've had any experience with having a Thai girlfriend, you will know that they are very good at making you believe that they truly love you. So you have to be careful or you're going to get roped in. Now guys, there's one more email I want to share from Bill, who's a subscriber, who sent me a very interesting email. He's watched a lot of the videos and he thinks that a lot of the stories that we share on the channel are pretty tame in retrospect to what he's been through and what his friends have been through. And yeah, I've listened to what people have had to tell me in the bars here in Thailand, for example. And yeah, most of the time the stories are a lot more horrific than the ones we share on this channel. Now I like the way that Bill worded this, so I'm going to read it out to you now. Hi Dan, your video stories seem somewhat tame to me compared to my personal experiences and others that I have met. Keep up your work, as it might help stop some of those hapless idiots who are determined to let these Thai vultures ruin their lives and, some cases, their families' lives. These females are part of a cultural epidemic which is largely endorsed by Thai society. Female skills are owned by individual successes and trained by fellow female conspirators who have successfully perpetuated their tactics on hapless, willing victims. Most cases, these ambassadors of Thai hospitality are vixens who are well trained by successive acts of treachery. but as would be expected, unable or unwilling to see, feel the pain and misery their heartless treachery has brought to those men whose hearts have been manipulated, broken, and often their lives devastated, even destroyed. Hopefully, your voice will be loud enough to reach the deaf ears of those who are willing to sacrifice themselves on the altar of absolute stupidity. We should know better. Their apparent naivety, fueled by false sense of self-belief, their victims' behaviour being manipulated by their own magnified sense of masculinity, brought about by the pretentious acts of female praise, attention, and gratifying naughty acts. Best regards, Bill. I just really like the way that Bill worded that email. He's a lot better with his words than I am. Do you agree with Bill or disagree? It all depends on your own experiences here in Thailand with Thai women. There are a few successful relationships that have gone on, but guys, they are few and far between. For the most part, you are going to end up getting involved with a Thai woman that's looking at you as a walking ATM, but she'll treat you good, she will smile, and she'll say and do the right things as long as you are taking care of her in a very nice way.
I'll make it rain all day long.
So, if you are not living here in Thailand, please don't start dating and getting involved in a relationship here with a Thai woman, as it's going to cost you a hell of a lot. Maybe not at first, but it is going to come, and it's going to come by the truckload. It's also impossible to trust that woman that she is being faithful to you and everything that she says is true when you are not there with her. They are very, very good at basically running away from the bar, if they work in the bar, for example, and running to a room and using it as a background and being able to say, "Hi Tirak, how you doing? I've been a good girl, blah, blah, blah." You just never know what to believe, and it'll drive you crazy. I mean, at the end of the day, there's a lot of guys that have Thai girlfriends that go back home and work their asses off to make enough money to get back here to Thailand to be with their Thai girl. But little do they know that they are actually sharing her with others. Now, if you're living here, obviously, more than likely, you're going to be the type of guy that wants to get involved with a Thai woman. There are not many single foreigners that I know that have lived here for a long time that just play the field and enjoy themselves. But the ones that I know that do are extremely happy men here. But most guys try to get involved in a relationship here in Thailand, and most of them, 99%, have a crazy story to share and have a very bad experience, and it always comes down to money and problems within the family dynamic, which is always something financial that is causing chaos and issues within the relationship. And guys, it's just not worth it unless you are extremely well off and you're willing to part with a lot of that cash. Now guys, there are diamonds in the rough and there are needles in a haystack, and you can find them, but you never know if they are different or not, because most of the time they are not going to be different. They're just putting a different face on, a different facade, telling you a different story in order to get what they're after. The whole idea of this channel is to share as many of your stories as possible, so when you're currently in a situation dating a Thai woman, you might just jump on YouTube and come across a story that relates to your current situation. You listen to what the guy has to say in the story, and you also read the comments that were within the video to find out what everybody else thinks, and listening to other people's experiences in order to hopefully wake you up before you get emotionally hurt, financially hurt, or more than likely, both. Now on that note guys, please if you have your own story to share and you feel like it would be of some kind of help from other guys listening to what you went through, then please take the time out to type it out and email it to thaitalkwithdan@gmail.com. Take it easy, stay safe, and ciao for now. Bye bye.